I now invite His Excellency Mohammad Ishaq Dar, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs of Pakistan, to take the floor.
Honourable Co-Chairs, Honourable Secretary General UN, Honourable President General Assembly, Honourable Prime Ministers, fellow Deputy Prime Ministers and Foreign Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalam-ale-Kum and very good afternoon. Pakistan expresses its profound appreciation to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and France for co-chairing this timely conference. We commend your leadership in galvanizing global support for a just, comprehensive and lasting solution to the question of Palestine. We also acknowledge the important work of the 8 working groups. Co-chairs, Pakistan actively engaged in their deliberations and contributed forward-looking proposals to shape concrete outcomes. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for over 75 years, the Palestinian people have endured occupation, displacement, and denial of their fundamental rights, including their inalienable right to self-determination. This prolonged injustice is not just a political failure, but a moral strain and a persistent threat to international peace and security. Today, Gaza is a graveyard of international law and humanitarian principles. The death and destruction inflicted by Israel, including the killing of over 58,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, is an unconscionable breach of international humanitarian law, the UN resolutions, and the binding measures of International Court of Justice. The blockade of aid, deliberate targeting of civilian infrastructure, including refugees camps, hospitals, and aid convoys, have crossed every red line of legality and humanity. The collective punishment must stop now. We must immediately act with purpose. It is high time for credible and enforceable international action on the following key priorities. First, an immediate, unconditional, and permanent ceasefire across Gaza and all occupied Palestinian territories. Resolution 2735 must be implemented. We commend the efforts of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Egypt, and the United States. Second, full and unimpeded humanitarian access, especially life-saving food and medicine. Humanitarian teams must be protected. Third, reinforced political and financial support for Honurable, a lifeline for millions of Palestinians. Fourth, international accountability for war crimes and crimes against humanity. Impunity must end. Fifth, the re-inauguration of the genuine and irreversible political process to end the occupation and realize the two-state solution. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Palestinian question is a test case for the United Nations and the world. Pakistan reaffirms its unwavering and principled support for the Palestinian people's inalienable right of self-determination, including their right to viable, independent and contiguous state of Palestine based on the pre-1967 borders with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. The outcome of this conference must deliver actionable commitments that, number one, reaffirm the centrality of the two-state solution as the only path to sustainable peace. Two, demand Israel's immediate withdrawal from Gaza and support its reconstruction as envisaged in Resolution 2735 and the OIC Arab Plan. 3. Support the OIC proposal to provide international protection for the Palestinian people through the deployment of an international protection mechanism and a timeline for building Palestinian institutional capacity and sovereignty. 4. Reject and halt any attempts at the forced displacement or demographic manipulation. Number 5. Oppose illegal Israel settlements and annexation, especially in West Bank and East Jerusalem. We unequivocally condemn the Israeli Parliament's unlawful attempt to assert sovereignty over the occupied West Bank. 6. Ensure universal recognition of the State of Palestine and its full UN membership. We welcome France's decision to recognize the State of Palestine and encourage other countries who have not done so far to extend recognition and contribute to this global momentum for Palestinian statehood. Co-chairs, Pakistan stands ready to extend dedicated technical assistance and capacity building support to our Palestinian brothers and sisters in key sectors such as public administration, health, education, and service delivery in accordance with the Palestinian leadership's decision. Pakistan is prepared to contribute to the building of institutions, including through participation in the Arab OIC plan and any international protection mechanism. Let me conclude by saying that justice delayed is justice denied. But when justice is denied for generations, the consequences are even graver. The question of Palestinians has impacted the entire region and beyond. We must give hope to the Palestinian people. The occupation must end, and end now. It is time for freedom, self-determination, and statehood, and Palestinians' full membership of the UN. That will be the best guarantee for lasting peace in the region. I thank you all.